Well, now.
All right, everyone, it's been a pleasure to meet all of you. If I didn't know you already, I met you on this trip. It was an excellent experience. DECA's done a lot for me, and I want to personally thank you right here now and speak for all of us in that regard.
Just call me the arm twister.
Yeah, because you didn't just pull Jake in, I think you went and pulled a few of us in. So what I like to do, and I talk to most of everyone here, don't indulge me, we like to indulge you. This is the letter of recommendation that I wrote to get Roberta voted in as the State Advisor of the Year. And it actually just went to Glennis Hall, which at the time when I wrote it, I didn't know that. She's the one that said, hey, yeah, I'm the one you talked to. To whom it may concern, my name is Brandon Reinhardt. I am the SCC DECA Chapter Vice President here at South Central College in North Mankato, Minnesota. I will graduate this spring with an AES degree in Marketing Management. Speaking on behalf of our entire SCC DECA Chapter and officer team, we would proudly like to nominate our DECA Chapter Advisor, Roberta Morehouse, to be the recipient of the 2011-2012 Minnesota Collegiate DECA Advisor of the Year. We're not sure if Roberta has ever won this award, or even if she's ever been nominated for this award prior to this. As a chapter, we feel it's long overdue for all the time and effort she puts into this great student organization, especially if she's never been the recipient of this award in the past. As far as we understand, Roberta has been a professor at SCC since 1982, and a DECA advisor for about as long. This is her 30th year as a dedicated professor at SCC. Furthermore, she's mentioned a few times how much she's going to miss the whole DECA experience when she retires in a couple of years. So this would be even better timing. Although I've only known her personally for about 2 years, she's had an overwhelming impact on my life. She's always so positive. You can tell that she just loves her advisory duties. We truly believe that she goes those extra miles for the club with all her coaching and sincere love for her job and her students. No matter what the collective mood may be, Roberta is always a ball of positive, uplifting energy. She simply radiates with pride and care for her students and fellow humans. I like to refer to it as soul shine, and Roberta does indeed possess soul shine, like no other teacher I've ever had. She's so humble. It would be great to make her year with this award this year. Being a non-traditional student of my age, I've had reservations about being around as well as competing with students so much younger than me. The few times I've brought up the whole age thing, she instantly and graciously reassured me that it's nothing to worry about. She'd say, that's the great thing about DECA. Anyone, any age, can always gain something positive from what it has to offer. It was really hard for me to go back to school. She was the first one to encourage me to join DECA almost from day one upon entering the SCC Marketing Management program. She said that I could contribute a great deal to this organization and that I'd get a lot out of it as well. In hindsight, I'd have to highly agree with her. The camaraderie, the community service, the practical marketing experience, all of it has positively affected me in ways that I would never have imagined or thought possible. And since joining DECA, I've not only found great friends in my peers, but in Roberta Morehouse as well. There are so many great things we could tell you about Roberta. She's been a great coach and mentor to all of us for so many years. She's inspired all of us along the way to maintain a sense of civic consciousness and to participate in community service, expand your network, aspire higher, and to be socially responsible as well as accountable. And her legacy is instantly apparent. For example, we'll be in her office between classes, going over DECA-related stuff, and sometimes just for some bull sessions. She always makes some time for some lighthearted, non-school related stuff as well. And past students and professors from 3 decades will just pop in her office just to say hello. That's the kind of impact she's had on all of her students. And she's always eager to greet them with her warm smile and her kind, heartfelt words. Do you ever get the vibe or impression that you're in the presence of a great person? The kind of feeling that you get when you feel that your life has just been blessed simply by knowing that person, even if only for a few moments. Well, I have. And Roberta is one of these people. And we as students get the fortunate opportunity to see her every day. She's worn and still wears many hats over here at SCC. The exceptional way in which Roberta deals with each individual student with such a personal touch is definitely noteworthy, if not uncommon. We all love hearing Roberta's stories of past DECA adventures, especially when she briefly gets off topic during classroom lectures. We'll hear tales about humorous past DECA students and events, and when she does iterate, she always gets this little twinkle in her eyes as if she's telling us about her own children. Unless anyone's ever told her this, I doubt that she's even aware that she just radiates when telling those great stories about blown bus tires and whatnot else. I swear she's been just about everywhere at one point or another with her DECA teams. I've always noticed the little subtleties in a person's character. Again, assuming she's never been told this before, it always warms my heart when I notice her eyes well up just enough to glint the fluorescent lighting while she regales us with these great anecdotes. That's the passion within her. We see it, whether she'll admit it or not. And Roberta is so easy to smile, laugh, or give an encouraging word to a student who's temporarily lost his or her way. I've spent much of my time at SCC around Roberta. She's my academic advisor, marketing class instructor, DECA advisor, and if she'll have it, my lifelong friend. And if all the past students from the past 3 decades serve as an indicator, and not just the ones that randomly pop into her office to say hi, I'm thinking she will indeed be that friend. Roberta Morehouse truly is a remarkable person in every regard. Her passion for DECA is evident. Her love for her students is sincere. Some of us officers have even been around her when she sort of lets her hair down. When she gets so comfortable around us that she, if only for a moment, forgets that we are her students, treating us almost as if we are her peers or colleagues. And it's during those moments that you really get to know, acknowledge, and understand just how wonderful of a person, teacher, and humanitarian she really is. Roberta has also instilled in her students the principles and foundations of marketing, selling, coaching, and friendship. Roberta being such a humble person, and knowing her fairly well at this point, I know she'd hear or read this, she'd be blushing, thinking and or saying, "Oh, quit it. Stop. Knock it off already, Brandon." But I, someone who rarely expresses emotions to anyone, let alone people I don't even know in this case, truly believe that we, as human beings, should express sincere gratitude and give compliments when they are deserved. That's what this letter is all about. Roberta is the best. We all love her. And we know she has a true love for DECA and everything it stands for. And one last note about Roberta. Again, if she read any of this, I can hear her saying, "Brandon, that was way too much, not necessary." But I think it is. I don't think she hears these types of things often enough. She teaches us about cohesive team dynamics. She's the one that taught me about team synergy, when the output is greater than the sum of its parts. That's what she instills in her DECA chapter officers. Highs or lows, hell or high water, strikes or gutters. You stick together as a team. When a team member falls, you pick him or her up, brush them off, and get back to business, and get back to the business at hand. We have a great officer team this year. As a DECA team, I believe that we have achieved this synergy that she speaks so highly of. So, for all Roberta Morehouse does for SCC, her students, and DECA, we'd love to thank her, if not just for putting up with our antics. This award would give her the recognition she so deserves for all of her time and hard work in giving each one of her students that special individual attention. Not to mention the encouragement she gives in being a better student, a better employee, colleague, and humanitarian. Roberta has touched all of our hearts. Roberta Morehouse truly gives all of her students and DECA members the hopes and possibilities of having a prosperous career, a fruitful life, and a much better perspective on how to take life's inherent struggles head on.
You said it all. You said it all. There's nothing else for you to say.
Thank you. makes me feel good to know that you guys feel good. And that's what's most important to me. You're a group I'll never forget.
That's right.
If that's what you wanted, that's what you want.
Got our video too.
I'm surprised you pulled this off.
I can't take full credit for it. Yeah, it's Nationals Hotel
I
Room.
came up with this in the hotel room, and we just brought it in. We didn't tell anyone until yesterday, so no one knew.
I didn't hear about it till 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, he didn't hear.
Going to the thing at 1 o'clock?
45 minutes.
What
I
thing?
got 45 minutes.
Oh, sure, I'll be there.
And I stopped. I left school. You went straight to the word. I left. I was in where you study at. I said, I'm gone. I'm gone.
I watched you walk past and we were all in there and I'm like, she's never gonna know.
We really wanted to put this together, even though we kind of bullshit it. It was officially going on in the beginning. We really wanted to let you know that you touched everyone. Like this is something that this organization is something that's involved every single one of us prospect. It's all
Oh, it's not all because of me.
It is.
It's because each one of you stepped forward and took the challenge I asked you to take.
But you opened the door. Like we all
Maybe I
made a
did.
process.
Real thanks to you, Roberta.
Maybe just prompted a little bit.
Exactly. So you held the key and opened the door for us, and we all took the steps to walk through it. But without you initially helping us, pointing us in the right direction, none of us would be here. And this is one group that I know I won't forget. I won't forget any one of these faces. That's like years ago. I'll be telling my grandkids about it.
And we'll all be back next year. Yes.
I mean, I still go to school, but I don't know if I'm ready. How if I go to school, does it, fall like this?
Well, she'll get it.
Yeah.
So Roberta.
He's gotta head back.